trying to make me cry in front of everybody, man?
Yeah, that's the point.
One word of advice. Buying TV, don't spend it on Hooker.
Super Russ. I'm the last character on my Justice League team with these four babes.
Yo, guys. That's how you always start, right?
Yeah.
What is happening?
One for like intros.
It is Simply Super on my channel. Super Russ has exhausted his StreamYard hours, so there'll be no live streams on Super Russ's until for a few weeks. So I guess we'll do that over here.
I can still do gameplay on the PlayStation, but that's it.
You can still does that? Oh, yeah, because that doesn't use StreamYard, of course.
Yeah.
Well, you could technically use the YouTube, like YouTube itself.
Yeah, but I don't know if it has any features. Like, I don't know if you can invite people on to streams through YouTube.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I've never used it. Yeah. I remember Mad Spider using it for the first time he streamed, and he was like, "How do I do this? How do I do that?" And we're like, "You're not using StreamYard. We have no idea." So
YouTube, like, just so basic, it has no features.
I know, right? So maybe there is, but maybe we don't know about it. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. I know just a little podcast was telling me that OBS has a free service.
OBS is a lot better. If you can figure out how to use it, it's I'm pretty sure it's meant to be a lot better. Yeah, but I have no idea how to stream it. I've used OBS before to muck around when I was trying to do Twitch, but I didn't quite do streaming or anything on it. And the Twitch didn't really work out because of my capture card. So we quickly shout out the chat here. Troy's reviews. Finally, I'm catching an episode. I'm pretty sure Troy's been at many episodes before. So maybe
yeah, I've seen him in the chat several times.
Yeah, definitely. Evil Mike jumped in. What's going on, mate? And Sean, what is happening, mate? Yeah. So for the first time in a long time, Russ, I figured maybe we have an idea, something to chat about.
Sounds good, man. An actual like structure to the show.
Yeah, no, we used to have structure, and then I got to a point where we just got super lazy and was like, you know what? You just name it what you want, and we'll just talk crap. So last couple of streams, we just okay, that's so good. That's so good, mate. You could watch it all the other night because Super Russ streamed the entire. No, not the. How many episodes was it? 13 episodes.
It got through, I think, 11 and a half episodes of Simply Super.
And then it booted you off, or what happens there?
Well, I went through 12 episodes, but it ran past the 12 hours, and YouTube only processes 12-hour streams at a time.
Yeah, I'm sure it still would have counted the hours though if people were watching it past 12 hours. So.
I'm not sure because I got a huge chunk of hours for that, man.
Yeah, it's good. It was a good idea. It's a great idea. I'm thinking, I mean, I probably don't need to now, but I was thinking about doing that, like playing my Nerds Day Out playlist or something like that as a marathon. It's actually quite a good idea.
Yeah, what you could do is like do it a day or 2 days before your hours reset, so then you can just keep on streaming the next time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so Russ figured out a loophole. So StreamYard only gives you 20 hours a month, but it won't interrupt the stream. So when Russ had like 1 hour left, he was like, I'm doing a 10-hour stream.
Yeah.
It's quite genius. But that's definitely a good way to get your hours up. Because what are your hours looking like now?
I'm at 2,000 even. So I still need 2,000 to go.
You were only a little bit above that when you were really pushing.
Yeah. Well, I got up to 2,400. And then I fell back to like 1,600. Now I'm back to 2,000.
Yeah, so when you slow down on the content, you drop massively. Yeah, you can't. It makes such a big difference.
But yeah, hopefully these long like marathon streams will like show some good for me. Maybe if people just put them on while they sleep at night and let them play all night.
Well, I would, but the thing is, where I am, I don't have unlimited internet like
Yeah,
the average person. I have
like
only
a data
500
limit.
gig a month. Yeah, it's just because I don't have I don't know what internet you guys use over there, but we use what's called MBN, and I've never had MBN. I used to have cable internet at my old place, and I've always had cable. And cable used to be
Yeah.
known as the best, so that's what I had, and it wasn't great. But now you have to switch over to MBN, and I don't have it in this area where I live. So they gave me like a 4G modem. So my internet runs off a SIM card inside the modem, and it works surprisingly well. The upload speeds are way better than what I had in the past. So when I used to upload a 15-minute video, it would take like an hour or more for a 15-minute video at my old place. Now it takes about maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So it's heaps better now. Heaps better. What's going on, E-Man? What is happening? Gonna waste work time to watch? Yeah, mate. This is the place to be while you're working. Working out and heading to LCS. All right, mate. Take care, Mike. All right. So I figured a lot of people I've seen doing like 2023 goals, whether it be collecting goals or, things like that. So I figured we'd make it we'd do one because I didn't do one of those videos. And I guess you can have many goals.
Yeah.
You get, do you do that stuff normally?
I did last year and the year before last, but I didn't bother this year because everything's so tight financially. So I know there's no way I'm going to be completing any collecting goals this year.
Yeah, right. Well, let's start that off then, because one of my goals is to really cut back this year. I've been saying a lot because obviously I have my weekly comic haul show, and I was saying I don't think that show will make it to the end of the year. That's the goal anyway, because I've got so many comics now. It's ridiculous. Like it really is, especially since I've really cut back on reading. And when I say cut back, it's like I barely read for the last few months, and it's bad, especially when you're reading nothing and you're coming home with these big piles every week. Still, it's becoming a real problem. And it would definitely be cooler to do what a lot of people do, where they don't really focus on new comic book day stuff. They just buy, key books. And I think that's going to be much better. I mean, I could do maybe this month's comic haul rather than this week's comic haul, because I feel like there will literally be some weeks where I might have nothing to show if it gets to the point, like if I reach my goal of cutting back to how much I want to. How long does it take for you to get new comics? I figure the shipping time's slightly different. So, E-Man, back in the day, when I say back in the day, I mean only like, just before COVID ruined everything. We used to get our books early. So we used to get our books before you guys. It would get shipped at the start of the week. They weren't allowed to release them, though, until obviously Wednesday. But our Wednesday is obviously a day ahead of you guys. So we would literally get our new release books before the US, which is cool because I remember I used to do this week's comic haul and I'd have my books. And a lot of people would say, I love watching this because then I watch this and then I go to my LCS to pick up my new comic books. And I was like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool thing. But now, since a lot of things have changed with shipping, prices have gone up, and a lot of shops have changed their thing. And obviously, there was the whole Diamond and what's the other place? Some other place that distributes them now. So we're actually a little bit behind now. So a lot of shops here now get their new their books fortnightly from Diamond, which means like I'm kind of like a week or two behind normally now, even though in the past I was a week ahead. So. Yes, it kind of sucks. I really like the idea. I thought it was cool that we used to get our books before you guys, kind of. So we normally get them the same day and they're released, but now sometimes a day. But sometimes they're a week because most shops down here, to save on shipping, are getting fortnightly shipments rather than So DC will be every week. And then every fortnight, you guys don't know what a fortnight is. And then every 2 weeks, we get Diamond with everything else. So, yeah, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Which is why every second week I have a big fat haul, and every other second week I have like nothing because my DC stuff. I'm barely getting any DC anymore. Like I'm not giving into every Batman title anymore and things like that. So I'm doing a lot of cover buys, but yeah. The point is to cut back on a lot of that, because Russ, I mean, how many comic books have you picked up, say, in the last month?
Oh God, new comics, none.
Yeah.
I bought 3 new comics all last year. That was it.
Well, like as far as like even including just like any purchase, like just eBay
Oh
purchases or
God,
whatever.
I don't know if I bought anything last year, man.
Yeah, you did. I mean, you bought a couple of slabs, didn't you? Are we frozen right now?
I don't think I did last year.
You didn't buy any keys last year? I mean, you always
No,
seem
I got
to.
AOK'd several,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
didn't buy
Living
any
off those
last year.
AOKs. If you guys want to check out all of Super Russ's AOKs, he's got a playlist now that aired the other night that has 80 AOKs that Russ has got
Just
in the
over 10
time he's been on
hours.
YouTube. It's crazy. 10 hours worth of AOKs. That's a lot of free books. It was funny. I caught it a little bit and I was watching for a bit and I used my mouse to hover backwards to see. And I noticed when I hovered all the way to the start, you had some videos where you could tell they were really old videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you were sitting on the couch or something like
Yeah.
that.
I had a futon for a while instead of a
Yeah, that's what
bed.
it was.
And yeah. The first several I think went back 4 years, maybe 5. That was before I knew like how to do thumbnails and all that stuff, man.
Who was your first AOK?
Lindsay sent me my very first AOK.
Yeah. And then obviously I remember you guys were doing like AOK wars for a while where you were sending each other
back and forth for a while.
Yeah. Did she give you? Was she the one who gave you the first Nightwing?
Yeah.
That's a hell of an AOK.
It was.
That's very
That
cool.
one was scary too because it got lost for like 2 or 3 months in the mail before it finally got here. Yeah.
Well, that's like Matilda. When Matilda sent me her art package, it took like 6 months, and then it ended up back at her doorstep. So it took like almost a year when you add the second time she posted it. It was like probably 10 months, 10, 11 months to wait for that package.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, my first AOK was from, of course, Sharon. And at the time, I didn't know what an AOK was. I thought it was bizarre because that was when I first discovered the comic book community. And all of a sudden, I got this lady from Colorado being like, I want to send you something. I'm like, that's weird. Why would you want to send me something? It was so bizarre to me. And then I literally got home. I remember this. I still remember it. I got home. I finished the work at late that night. So I get home. It's like 9:30 at night. I walk upstairs to my front door and there's this giant box sitting on my front door. And I was like, holy crap. That must be the package from Sharon. And I couldn't believe it. She had like a shirt that said Colorado on it, which again, I no longer fit. But then she had this giant pop vinyl, like this giant one of those big ones. And I was like, holy crap, I can't believe someone sent this to me. It's out of control.
Yeah, it's like I didn't know what to think when I first got the package because I'm like, people do this? Because I was like brand new to YouTube. I'd only been on it maybe 3 months at that time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy to think people from around the world are kind of sending you stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
yeah, I've gotten stuff from you. I've gotten something from JPL Flash over in the UK before. It's crazy how YouTube just brings so many people together and like connects people that never would have met otherwise.
Yeah, because obviously none of us really started this to make friends, I guess.
Yeah.
You kind of just started off with a hobby.
Yeah, I just started it because I was like, I didn't have any friends or nobody to show off like the geeky stuff I liked with, so I just started YouTube and it steamrolled into like a big community, man.
Can one of my moderators please block this guy, please? Thank you.
What's up?
I need someone to block Zars84 here. He said that Mad Spidey's a SimpleSimon variant, but better. I don't know about that. Yeah, so it was crazy. Like once I discovered this, and then I thought before I discovered the community, I did watch some people, I guess, who might maybe be like there was this one guy I used to watch, and he's super nerdy dude, and he would just, I don't know, I think he was just showing books. He'd talk about books, but I've never seen him in the community, and he had like a decent amount of followers, and he was just, doing like us, just sitting in front of the camera, showing books, talking about books. I can't remember his name though. I never subscribed to any of these channels back then. Back then, I was watching this before I think this might have been before I created the channel. But I was just they'd come up on your feed because when you watch someone, they just keep recommending the same videos. So I can't remember the guy's name, but I did watch a few people who were just like regular people, and then obviously I watched the big channels like Comic Pop and Variant and things like that. So I'm thinking about renting a storage space and making that less. Don't you already have? I don't know if you guys have seen E-Man's get setup at his in his videos, but his video production and quality is second to none. Right now they just give me more shit.
Yeah, I started with the phone, and I still use the phone forever.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? Because we were discussing this recently about obviously what editing software and stuff we use recently, and I was just saying how iMovie's good enough for what I need to do, but it is kind of limited. And I was like, Super Russ does everything on a $200 phone, and he can do things on his editing software that I can't do.
My phone was actually on sale Black Friday. I got it for $40.
$40?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. How does it handle the video editing? Does it like
it just
it's
a
battery
it's an LG Silo 5, and I've had it for like 3 years now. And the battery's still like good, man. It'll last forever. I only have to charge it every couple days.
I've actually got my iPhone 13 Pro, which is only a year old, has a battery problem now.
Really?
I don't want to get into it. Actually, I'm going to get worked up about it. So yeah, I might be without a phone for a day. Yeah. So what we're talking about? We're talking about community, getting into the community. But yeah, when I found the community and realized all these people did it, I was like, of course, all these people do it. Like, of course, there'd be a whole bunch of people out there doing what you're trying to do, right? So, and then you just discover like it's just like channels just falling into your life, mainly through Rod the Rican back then.
Yeah, he did a lot of brought a lot of channels together.
Yeah, which was cool. Yeah, I've played around with Premiere, but I did download DaVinci because it was, I don't know, downloaded some free version of DaVinci, and I tried to play with it, but I realized it was so different. I didn't really want to take the time to relearn it. So, yeah, right, Amen. So I'm gonna try to do a dodgy. I'm gonna trade it in, do a trade and get some credit for it. So I talked about I'm going to cut back on books. What about you, Russ? You got any books you want to gain this year, or what do you think? What do you think
I mean,
the year
there's a couple books.
collecting goes?
There's a couple books I'd like to pick up, but I don't know if I could swing it. I feel like this year would be a good time because a lot of the prices on the books I'm looking for have dropped by several $100s.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking if I'm able to, now's a good time to pick up some keys because they're a couple $100s cheaper than they were last year.
Yeah, things are definitely
like
coming
anything
down.
like specific, I'm not gonna like. There's a few I know of, but I'm not like don't really have any hope of getting them.
I thought you were going to say you don't want to mention because you don't want other people to snipe you on them. What?
There's a couple I'm watching on eBay right now for a really good deal, and as soon as I get those tires paid off, I think I might pull the trigger on one.
If it's still there, mate.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like you never know when it's going to go or not.
So what? So would you say your collecting goals for 2023 are more again just sticking with keys and things like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a few runs I want to finish off. I still need to finish off the Maximum Carnage run. I only have the first 7 in the set, so I still need the last 7. There's a few cheaper books I want to pick up, like the X-Men 24 with the Gambit and Rogue Kiss cover. Just a couple like small things I want to add to the collection and finish off a couple runs.
You should check out, I think Midtown over there do like, it's like once a year they do some crazy clearance sale. I mean, back issues are all like $1.
Yeah,
I remember
I've seen them. I bought last year. I bought a ton of Superman books. I think I got like 20 books for around 50 to 75 cents each, man.
There you go, mate. You just said you picked up nothing last year.
Well, nothing huge last year.
Yeah, I know. At least it's something.
50 cents, 75 cents. You know, that's a good time to fill in some holes in the collection.
Yeah. So what's it like on Midtown as far as like back issues? They literally have a list of, because a lot of the stores here, if you go on their website, the websites aren't great. So the shop that I dislike a lot, Alternate Worlds, their website is not too bad if you want to, like, they've got most of their back catalog like listed on their website, but a lot of stores don't really have like there's Comics R Us, and they've got heaps of back issues when you go into the store, but they don't have that stuff like cataloged on their website. They'll have some stuff there, but it's not just like the box. They'll have stuff separately. I think that's on their website.
It's pretty good on Midtown site. They don't have everything, but they've got a good chunk of books going on, you know, all the way back to the 70s.
Yeah, so on Alternate Worlds website, fucking Alternate Worlds, if you type in, say, for example, just say Catwoman, it will literally bring up every series of Catwoman that's ever come out, what year, if it was a one-shot miniseries, everything. And then the worst thing is having to find the one you're actually after, because then you got to find, especially if it's an old one, you got to find the actual series that you're after. And then, yeah, it's pretty good. What's going on, Santa? Good night, Santa. Excel Yekapotslan. But yeah, there's mostly like if you go to Mark's website, it's really just like, hey, contact me for things. He mostly does most of his stuff on Facebook. The thing that Mark has to understand that is not everyone, like, so sometimes, so anytime Mark, for example, closes the shop unexpectedly or anything like that, he'll post the thing. You've probably seen him before. It's like I don't know the word. I don't know the word, but it looks like a little wanted poster almost that he.
I've seen the photos on Instagram.
Yeah, and he'll like be saying, "Oh, Big City Comics will be closed." Da, 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 da. He does all those, and I often don't see them. And I'll ask him stuff, and he go, "Oh, didn't you see my post?" And I was like, "No, I don't go on Facebook. Like, I'll see them on Instagram a lot, but I really, I don't scroll on Facebook very often.
I rarely use Facebook. Every now and again, I'll pop in and I'll look like I'll check like you know how they got the memory tab from like so many years ago?
I do that. I do that.
Some of those memories are depressing. So man, I kind of stopped using Facebook.
My memories aren't depressing. My memories are embarrassing, dude. It'll be like 10 years ago, you posted this. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm a loser. Why was I such a loser? Let's have a quick look and see what my memories are today if I said anything dumb ages ago. Let's go. Let's see. 6 years ago, I posted a photo of my new calendar that had Lemmy from Motorhead on it. And I wrote, my calendar is better than your calendar. I was like, oh my God. It's just so depressing. So I just I don't post anymore on Facebook.
6 years ago, I was in my Justice League pajamas playing Final Fantasy 15.
Oh man, that's crazy. Crazy, yeah. So I was like, you know what? I need to stop just typing random thoughts into Facebook. And I hate it's like, and now like I see other people still do it. Like, you know, I'll say random, like one time I posted something really bad that I really shouldn't have posted about work. I said things that you really shouldn't say in a, you know, public platform. And I look back on that and I was like, man, what is wrong with you? Like, why? So, you know, sometimes people will make a post and they'll just be like, no, fuck the world.
Completely,
they'll just
like, overshare.
They'll write like one word and it's just like, you clearly want people to ask you what's wrong, right? Just tell us what's wrong. Like Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, is there anything else that you plan on for this year? What about for the channel, mate? What's goals for the channel?
Well, for the channel, I really want to like do more live streams and really try to hit that monetization this year. And yeah.
I think you need to maybe go live. Like maybe if we do this once a week, or okay, let's say weeks where we miss this, which happens.
Yeah.
You should probably still go live and do something else, because I think the gaming streams are tough because gaming streams,
it's like a very small corner
that
of
are going to sit there and watch you play a game, right? That's why I think Twitch is more built for that. But I remember when you were like going through your boxes and stuff live, like people are watching, man, and people.
I've been thinking about bringing that series back this year because everything's more organized now, so it'll be easier to like go through them and put them back, where they belong.
Like, I mean, when I started doing my Simple Surface stream recently, I had no idea people would want to watch it, and people watch it for some reason.
That's a cool idea, man.
So yeah, like I think you should probably try to go live twice and go for like an hour or hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever you want to do. But you'll notice a big difference, man. Like, yeah, when I first got to 1,000 subscribers, I couldn't believe how low my hours were.
Yeah.
And then I started doing the live streams. I was like, oh, this is how, because I started doing more, and it wasn't like a regular weekly thing. I would just start doing more, and then I watched the hours just go up and up and up and up. So,
see, I thought when I first hit 1,000, I thought I was good because I thought it was lifetime hours, not yearly.
Yeah, that would be too easy, mate.
Because lifetime, I've got close to, I know I got over 9,000 lifetime, but I just can't quite get those yearly hours up.
Yeah, it's crazy to think. In fact, I remember after I hit 1,000, I got the notification that I hit 4,000 lifetime. I was like, what? I've only hit 4,000 for my lifetime. I couldn't believe it. And then recently, and in just such a short, because what? I've been on 1,000 for less than a year, and already I've like almost doubled that. Like I think I got my 8,000 hours notification not long ago.
Really?
So yeah, it's just,
lifetime. I've got 9,245. But for the 365, I've only got 2,000.
Lifetime. Oh, okay, there you go. This is my lifetime. I was 8,384. Which is not a lot. It's not that much. But I've gained a lot of that. Like half of that would have been in the last year.
So. Somehow I went from 2,000 hours back down to 1,948 hours. So I just lost another 52 hours somehow.
That's crazy considering you just did.
Yeah, I just checked it like 30 minutes ago.
And that's what I mean. Like, so it doesn't make sense. I think
52 hours just gone.
I think live streams just take a long time for YouTube to figure out how many hours you actually got. Because when I do a live stream, it takes about 3 days or so for it to pop up. And consider, like I said, I've done more live streams in the last 3 weeks than I have for almost the whole year. I've done so many. I've done like, I don't know how many live streams, but I've done a lot. So it didn't make sense that my hours were going up, down, up, down, up, down. Even if I did a live stream a year ago and that dropped off, my views, I get a lot more views now than I did a year ago. So yeah, YouTube doesn't make sense. I feel like they're trying to hold a good man down. So like, yeah, like the other day I jumped up to, I was 3 hours away a couple of days ago, and then I dropped 2 hours, even though I've still been releasing stuff. Like it just doesn't make sense, but it doesn't matter. We'll get there when we get there.
I don't know who's in charge at the YouTube hours desk, man, but they need to get fired.
Oh, aren't they introducing the shorts counting for hours soon?
That's what I heard. I heard they were going to do it this month, but I haven't heard anything else.
Man, so you watch as soon as they announce that. As soon as they announce that shorts count for your hours, you watch Super Us. There'll be a shorts every 30 seconds. You'll be releasing a short. This is the most random stuff.
Because it's crazy. Yeah, I got like 5,000 hours from my shorts last year
Oh,
altogether, but
really?
of course
You
none
can
of it
actually, oh
counted.
yeah, because you
So
had like a literal viral one, right? Didn't you have one that reached
yeah,
like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of
not
views?
238,000 views,
Yeah,
and I
that's like
gained
more views than my channel's ever had in its
yeah
lifetime.
I gained like 300 or 400 subscribers from it, which was
That's
crazy.
pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But the problem with that, Russ, is it's all good and well. So I always say, it's all good and well that people subscribe to your
Yeah,
channel. That's great. It definitely is good because at
but see
least if
that's when
it's
I found out though that the hours for the shorts don't count.
yeah, I know
So
you were
that's when I
devastated.
said that's when I like put out that rant videos like
I've
F
been
YouTube.
trying. I've been trying to make a feet shorts, Cole, right? And two things that are stopping me so far. So I need Sarah's feet to be in it for a second for it to be funny. And then she keeps saying, if you do this, you realize people are going to actually think you have a feet foot fetish. And I was like, yeah, well, you've already made people believe that. So I hopefully people understand that I'm just taking the piss. But I was going to make a shorts where I have I've got so many photos now of people's feet that they've sent me, which I do not want, but I figured I may as well make something of it, right? So I was going to make a short compilation of all the feet that people have sent me. And then at the end, just have me going, man, I don't like feet. But yeah, we'll see if that happens.
Can
I'm
you
pretty
fit all
sure.
those into a 60-second video?
Well, yeah, mate. Some of them you need to have a real good look at, like Russ's feet. You need to have a few extra seconds to have a good look at those feet.
Maybe I should steal your idea and just make a foot short immediately
Mate.
after the stream.
Oh, dude, you
I'll
watch.
just throw
You
some
watch.
sexy music in the background.
Hashtag feet. And mate, you watch those views go up. And then, mate, you'll think about it, man. I'm telling you, the money, put your money where your feet are.
Ain't nobody gonna pay for my foot, man. It looks gross.
Hey, maybe people with an actual feet fetish will like the uniqueness of your feet. They're like, ooh, there's some different feet. I like those different feet.
All right.
All
I'll tell
right.
you what.
Why do we have to get into the feet talk?
I'll put my PayPal right here in the chat. And if I get a single donation, no matter how little it is, I'll make a short right after this stream with my feet and sexy music in the background.
Guys, let's do it. Let's see a donation to Russ to see a feet short.
It don't matter if
And
it's even just $1.
It will go off in the YouTube algorithm. Just make sure you do the right hashtags. You have to put hashtag feet fetish, all that stuff. All that stuff helps, Russ. You got to use.
Would
you got to take
YouTube
advantage.
not block the word fetish?
I don't think fetish is a bad word.
Because YouTube's like censorship is insane sometimes.
Well, put it this way: when you type it in, when you put the hashtag in, it comes up. It sort of pre-populates. So just double check to see if feet fetish comes up, and what you'll be like, yes, feet fetish. 40 million videos have been posted on feet fetish. Oh dear, why do we have to go? It had to come to feet, didn't it? Terrible, terrible, terrible. Next thing you know, all the people are going to find out about this, and all the feet fetish community are going to actually start tuning in. Yeah. And then, like, when we start talking about feet, they're like, yeah, I like feet. I'm like, damn, what's going on?
Just turn Simply Super into a foot channel.
Russ is going to do it. Nah, he's not. If Russ doesn't get $1 and he does it, he's going to put it as behind a paywall, mate. It's going to be for the Patreon members only.
I actually don't even have the Patreon anymore, man.
Oh, you got rid of it?
Yeah. Last October, I decided to call it quits on that.
I'm in two minds about, obviously, when I reach monetization, if I should do membership. I mean, I've always wanted to kind of do a Patreon, but I thought if I did a Patreon, I'd probably wait anyway till I get to 1,000, because then you'd have maybe at least some people that might be interested. Yeah. But obviously, it's easier now doing the YouTube membership thing. I think it'd be hard to keep up content for it, because like the whole release your video, see the video before anyone else. I don't know if people really care that much about that. So my plan was I've got videos that I haven't released and I don't plan on releasing for one reason or another. So I was thinking about putting those videos up there. So the videos that I didn't think were good enough, or maybe I didn't want you to see, maybe putting them up there.
You could do Sarah's Vampirella cosplay on Patreon.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if she'll let me do that, but because I want to buy the thing, but I'm like, will you really wear this in a video? I don't know. She's not really that. That girl that wants to rock her Vampirella cosplay. I mean, she said she'd do it, but I don't know if it comes down to crunch time if she'll actually do it. So.
She'll make you wear it, man.
Yeah, I know, right? No, I'll do. Yeah, we'll put both. I'll be like, if you wear it, I'll wear it, and then only paid members can see it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was one of my thoughts. Releasing videos that I decided not to release on YouTube. And then I also thought for people, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how popular my show with Mark is, but one of my early ideas was I could do. So when I make those videos with Mark at the shop, we film for about 45 minutes sometimes. Like it's normally like 25 to 45 minutes. Me and Mark will just talk shit. And then I have to edit that down into a 15-minute video, and that's not easy. So I cut a lot of stuff. Like I literally watch those videos over and over and over, and then try to cut as much stuff out of it. But I figured what I could do is I could do a first cut, an initial cut, and make like an extended edition. That can be for members. And then on my regular YouTube, you'll get just the shortened version. So I guess people who really like that show maybe might care, but I don't know if people really care, you know? So... obviously I'd probably start doing members only giveaways and things like that, but probably not every month, because if I had to send stuff to the US every month,
that would get, you'd be losing more than you was making.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, look, any money it's kind of like you're not going to make money off it. So anything I'd make, I'll just put aside to help the channel. It's kind of like when I was in the band. When we were in the band, all the money that we made from gigs, it went to our guitarist, held onto it. He put it in a little thing, and then we'd use that money to pay for recordings, pay for merch, and things like that. So, yeah. Russ's super foot fetish. Yep. Always has to be about feet on my channel. There you go. Your brother called you and you was he like, hey man, do you like feet? But yeah, that is the plan. So I have no doubt that obviously my real goal is I really want to hit my monetization hours by the end of this month, because it's 4 years in 19 days. It's pretty much my 4-year anniversary. And I'd like to hit it by then. And I should technically, if I'm only like right now, currently, let's refresh again just in case it changes. How good would it be if it upgraded on this show and we went over? No. So I'm still 5 hours away according to YouTube. So hopefully this is the stream that does it.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
But yeah, I have no doubt I'll get there in the next month at least. But yeah, I'm still unsure what I want to do with it, if anything at all. Because yeah, I mean, what am I going to make? 10 cents, 20 cents a month? So, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see, because you know what? Well, once I get a solid month, if I get monetization, I'd like to do a video to show you guys how little it is when you do start getting paid for ad revenue and stuff like that. That'd be a cool video. Yeah, everyone wanted it on the feet comment. Oh, this is terrible. This is the year of the feet. So it's like the lick-worthy generation, the lick-worthy era is gone. It is now hashtag feet guy. I never wanted this. What's going on, Trev? What is happening? All right, let's get back to our topic for a little bit, because we're getting off topic. We're on to feet for a little bit. As always.
It always goes off the rails, man.
I know, man. What's some goals for this show that we could have, mate?
Oh man, I don't know, dude.
I mean, maybe. I mean, we could definitely go back to a format of having something rather than just look. It's been fun, obviously, the last few months where we literally just talk. It's always good to chat, mate, because we're friends. But it also, I think it'd be because some of the stuff we did, I think when we started this and we had a topic, or we were hummaging other YouTube shows, that was fun. So we still need to revisit some of those again.
Yeah.
I must say, I can't stand showing books off in a video anymore. Like
I know,
go
yeah.
like specific ones where like the bearded and Coles cover challenge. It's like, man, like I want to do it and I need content, to be honest, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't have a lot of content anymore. I'm literally out of ideas. I'm mostly doing streams. I'm doing my weekly comic call, and when I have something to make, I'll make it. But back, about a year ago, I was like a video every 2 days, and I had things like I'm going to make a video on this. I'm going to make a video on that. But now I'm just like,
I currently have a tag video up to tell about your collecting origin story.
Oh yeah, that's an easy one. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Yes, I could do that. I could. Because that one I can just talk to the camera. It's just telling a story. Why do you I don't. Hey, I did like remember in the beginning, and from the very first one, I was like, I don't know how often I'll do this because I hate going through my books. And I did like every single one. I think I've missed the last because you guys took a big hiatus. That's why, mate. You took a big hiatus, and then now, you know what happens? I've noticed as well. A lot of channels I've noticed who go on a big hiatus, they take a break for 6 or more months, and then they come back. They never get the same traction as they did before. Hey, what's going on, Perry? How's it hanging? It's hanging to the right today, I guess. So yeah, maybe we need to bring back some actual episodes where we do something specific. Hey man, we could do a Simple Surfer episode where we watch videos together. That'd be an easy one.
Yeah,
we could read a book together. Yeah. We could read a book, or I could read like a classic story, like a classic Superman story, and we can talk about that.
Yeah, we could each like pick a voice or something, like Grayman did his Halloween thing. Each read a part in a different voice or something.
That's a good idea. Beard had some family stuff doing. Yes, he did have some family stuff.
Somebody just sent me a picture on Instagram, and I'm scared to open it. I don't know if it's related to the stream or not.
Mate, the amount of I've turned my notifications on Instagram off now because the amount of shit that I get sent during streams, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a bunch of feet in a circle. No,
it's a bunch of feet in a circle. Oh Jesus!
See that?
Oh yeah, I can see it. Old Wolf keeps sending me photos of his feet all painted up and stuff. He's got like different color toenails every week when he sends me. So yeah. Anyway, let's get off the feet topic because it's going to be a problem. That is definitely a goal in 2023 is to move on to another thing from feet other than feet by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Because this feet thing is just, it's getting too much.
I think both of us are leg men. So if any ladies wants to send us pictures of legs.
Yeah. Well, maybe not me.
Not to Simon because he's
I'll get in trouble. And Sarah's got pretty long legs.
I'm 100% single though.
Is that 2023 goal or are you good right now, Russ?
What, getting leg pictures? Yeah, I'd say that's a 2023 goal.
Toes are lit. Yeah, we need to get in 2023. We need Insta hose for us. Is what we need. Sarah is going to get a recharge on her hair. She's going to get her hair refreshed, which I haven't let it grow this long for ages, man. So yeah, she's getting her hair redone because she's meeting a YouTuber next week or next week. She's she's paid top dollar to get VIP treatment and meet a YouTuber that she grew up watching. I'll send you legs, Simon. No, it's good. I'm all good. Russ, though, on the other hand, he said he's all for it. Although, if you do, can you wear the wig, Carla?
I'm gonna go to Instagram right now and block.
Oh man, yeah. Sarah, how dare she? She created a monster with his feet shit. Hey, what's going on, Jamie? Yeah, that's right. She did say. So Sarah's going to go see. His name's Dan from Dan and Phil. I don't know who they are. I mean, I know because of her, but she's seeing him in Melbourne do a show, and then she's going to Sydney and seeing the show there as well. And I was like, oh, that's a lot of YouTuber. Imagine that, mate. That's the goal for 2023. People to pay money to come see me.
Yeah.
Well, technically, when I did that panel at Supernova with Mark, people paid for Supernova and then walked into our panel. They didn't have to pay for our panel, but they had to pay for Supernova to get in. So I applied for there's a new, my friend tagged me yesterday. There's a new convention coming out here called the Game Expo. I think it might be the first time doing it. So I applied for the content creator pass or whatever it was last night. I'll see what happens to that. Are you getting more pictures coming in?
Yeah.
Really? Is that his feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, everyone's seen Tyler's feet. You can just go to his Instagram if you want to see pictures of his feet.
I haven't gotten a donation for my foot shorts yet, so
yeah, I know. Where's the donation, people? We want. I'm telling you, mate. You release the foot shorts on like Patreon or something, the donations will come flooding in themselves, mate. I can almost guarantee it. I mean, like, are there women out there that have feet fetish?
I don't know.
There'll have to be, right? Because when you think feet fetish, you always think guys, right? Just dirty guys, like Quentin Tarantino loves his feet. There's got to be girls out there that have a foot fetish, right? Surely. They'd look at your feet and be like, look at that space between their toes.
There's a gap there big enough for another toe.
So I remember I used to go to school with this dude. He was a year below me, and he had 2 big toes. So I don't think, from memory, I don't think he had an extra toe, but the long toe that's next to your big toe, that was also a big toe. I can't remember if he had 2 big toes. I think it was just he had 5 toes, but 2 of them were big toes. Because I remember one time seeing him walking around barefoot, and I was like, "What the hell's that?" He was insane. Who's Rex Ryan?
I don't know. Never heard that name.
No, Rex Ryan. But apparently loves feet, so maybe he can take all the feet love from me and move over to his channel. All right, what's going on here? A man with a foot issue, she says. Jamie, stop. Yeah, well, okay, you know what I mean. And 2 big toes on their 1 foot is what I meant with that. All right, we're getting close to an hour. So, any other goals, Russ, that you want from this year? Anything at all?
Well, I mean, for the channel, like I said, monetization is a big goal. I'm still hoping to hit that 2K mark soon, maybe within the next 6 months. You know, it would be cool if I did hit it before my my 5-year anniversary on YouTube, which is in August.
Yeah, well, look, mate, you're doing better than most of us because I'm hitting 4 years at the end of the month, and I'm only at 1,200. So I don't think I'm getting to 2,000 by the time, unless I release like a bunch of crazy shorts that go viral like you. Maybe I'll start doing feet shorts. But mate, see, I got to make this feet short, man, because it might actually take off.
Yeah, you never know, man.
I've had this in mind ever since Sarah started talking that crap on our Samaro show, and people started sending me feed pic. I was like, you know what? I need to make this into a shorts. It's fun, like for fun. And then Sarah just like, people are going to think you're serious. I was like, well, they already do thanks to you. So what difference does it make? Oh man, this guy. Too many feet jokes. Jamie, Think Geek Theory. If you guys didn't catch Collectible Show and Tell the other night, mate, it was a banger of a show. Think Geek Theory made his return for the first time in might be over a year, Jamie, I think, since you've been on the tubes. He came on and had these 2 guys from Keep On Collecting, and they're big retro toy hunters. mate, it was a great show, and they showed some cool stuff. So make sure you check that out. Also, in the description below, I forgot to say, I'm sure everyone here has already subbed up to Super Russ, but just in case you're not, I have Super Russ's link in the description. I also have a link to Super Russ and Simply Super merch in the description. And if you want to buy some comics, check out what are they called? Slab City Comics. There is a link below, and is the affiliate link for Super Russ. So you buy books through that. If you're going to buy books from Slab City, that's the link to go to. I've bought books from there. I bought a lot of books from there. One of them took over a year to get here, but it's okay. It got here in the end. I wonder if you got that commission later. Or if you would have got it in the initial. I don't think so. You probably would have got it from.
No, I never did from that.
No,
probably would have been included in the thing.
Yeah, in the first time. Yeah. But that would have been
because when you made that order, I got the email that said I had like a $33 commission. I was like, good Lord, man. How many books did you buy?
Yeah, we bought a lot. Wait, hang on. How much? 30. It would have been more than that.
33. Yeah.
Wait, what percent do you get?
Supposed to be 10%.
No, then it should have been more than that, man. We spent like $160 US, which is at least 80, 90, I think. I'm pretty sure we spent a lot of money, man. You definitely should have got more than 30 US, unless the dollar obviously back then made a difference, because everything now is expensive. Like buying stuff on eBay now, the prices are hardcore because of the Aussie dollar is terrible. So, but yeah, we're getting close to the hour. What else? Goals. What else do I want? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should do channel membership once I reach monetization. That's still a thing I'm thinking about, but I don't know. I don't know if it's for me.
An unrelated YouTube goal is to get a PS5 this year.
Oh, are you gonna? Then you can sell the Xbox.
No, I'm.
Dude, PS5s are available. Xbox, we've had PS5s all through Christmas, and we still have PS5s. Yeah,
like man, I still haven't seen them. I have not seen one in person yet.
It's hard to get. So the hardest console to get is the disc drive version, right? But
yeah,
you can get the disc drive console with God of War. So the God of War bundle, we've got tons of them at work. Tons of them.
Is it region locked to Australia?
What's going on, Biggie?
And would your work notice if one just went missing?
Oh yeah, I ain't.
You'd be like, I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, so PS5s are definitely available here in Australia. So I'm shocked because I told that to people. I was like, my mate in the US says he still hasn't seen them on shelf there.
Of course, my town is a small town, so it's a good chance that if it did hit stores, it was gone way before I got to it.
They're like, oh, sorry, we forgot to ship to your store.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so PS5s, easy money. Yeah, so you can get like for months you could get them, but what happened was we were getting shipments of like maybe 20 at a time, and as soon as someone found out we had, like, it was by chance that you'd walk in to a store to get one and walk out with one, because people would be like, you got PS5s? I'm like, no. And like, oh, okay. Sometimes people were like, have you got PS5s? And we're like, yeah, we just got them in, like just now. I'm like, oh, I'll get one. And then he'll call his friend, and they'll tell two friends, and then they'll tell their friends, and so on. And then like 50 people would come in. And normally it was resellers like crazy. So the other day, someone bought one, and one of the other workers was out in the car park, and he saw the guy load the PS5 into a car that had like another 10 or 12 in his back seat.
That's crazy. Like, people are still like flipping them like that.
Yeah,
after
the
2
thing
years.
Was, we're like, well, no one's going to pay. Like, you'd be stupid to pay flipper prices now because they're available. Like, I was like, we got literally got like a ton of them at the back. So,
yeah. The only thing I regret about the Xbox is that it's the digital version and not the disc drive. And with Xbox, they're backwards compatible with like all their systems all the way back. So if I would have got the disc drive version, I could be picking up like old Xbox games for like $3 and $4.
Yeah, see, I'm like Biggie. I don't play my PlayStation 4 enough to justify a 5. So that's why I wanted to get a 5 just for the hell of it, just because there'd be some like I wanted to play Gotham Knights, which
that
was a tragedy. But I decided, you know what? If Sarah's going to get one, I may as well go halves with her because then we can share. But the original idea was we could get one each, have it in 2 separate rooms so we could at least play games together. But now we've kind of lost that because we were going to play Gotham Knights together. But
I got a $5 donation.
Oh, so there we go.
The foot video is happening.
Oh shit! Foot video.
I think it was Czars. Yeah.
So, is it Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Shout out to Zaz84, which must mean that he is the one that truly has a foot fetish. If he's the one who donated the money, then this guy
another $495 and I can get that PS5.
Jamie, they're available. I'm telling you, we've got PS5s galore. Just get it from our website and they'll deliver it to you. Actually, I wouldn't want my PlayStation delivered. I'd rather pick it up.
Yeah. Did you hear about the overheating problem they're having now with apparently the newer models that they've come out with over the past several months?
Oh, really?
When you stand them vertical, like the thermal paste they use, melts and slides down and causes overheating problems.
Interesting, because we have ours vertical.
Yeah.
Maybe we should.
This is the newer model. It's only been out, I think, less than 6 months.
I wonder if that's we've had ours for, I don't know how long we've had ours. I think we got console by itself. We didn't get the God of War bundle. So maybe the God of War bundles are the ones with the new console. I don't know.
You should be good. If you haven't had any problems yet, you should be good.
Because I've been playing PS4 games. I've been playing Jedi Fallen Order. Man, it is such a good game.
I've been playing Horizon Forbidden West. I just got it for Christmas.
Someone gifted to you through the store, Xbox store?
Yeah, my brother gave me a PlayStation card for Christmas. And that game was on sale for $30, so I figured I'll finally try it out.
Nice. Yeah, I figured I should try to finish this Star Wars game because the new one's coming out in March.
Yeah, I need to play that. That's actually free on Game Pass right now for the Xbox. So I need to download
it is. Like, I don't get into a lot of games, and there's not many games. I haven't been into a game like this for a long time because I played Gotham Knights for like a few days, and I was like, this is just not good. And even the Miles game, like I loved the first Spider-Man game. When Miles came out, by then I'd lost interest in games, so my attention span wasn't there. I'd play it for like an hour at a time. With Star Wars, I really want to play it. Like, it's kind of like Uncharted.
Yeah.
You do a lot of like, jumping onto and hanging onto things and swinging from ropes, and on top of that, you running around with a lightsaber, killing things. So it's very good. It's very good. All right. Well, we've reached the hour. I'm sure we kicked a couple of goals today. Super Russ made $5, and he's going to now get many views on the foot short that he's going to get. It's funny, right? So what's going to happen is your views on the foot short will go up. Your sub count will start going down.
Well, see, I don't know because I don't know how many of the actual subs watch my shorts because it usually says the majority of the watch time from those are from unsubscribed people.
Just ask Tyler, right? So Tyler often we regularly post his feed on Instagram with his Pokemon cards, and he gets like hate for it. Like, there's people who don't even know him that are like, I hate you because of his feet. Man. So, but I'm sure there's plenty of people that love him too for it. So, yeah, there you have it. We did it, mate. 1 hour on my channel. And hopefully we had definitely enough people watching that I should hopefully hit monetization, I would say, from this stream. But who knows? My hours could just keep dropping, and then by the time this calculates, it'll go back up and it'll still be just that little bit behind. Yeah. We'll see what happens.
If it does, man, put on one of those playlists and just share the screen, man.
Yeah, that's the only thing was I did find sometimes it was on the Simply Super one. It was a little bit, this audio was a little bit out of sync sometimes.
Yeah, I noticed it was choppy. My internet connectivity kept dropping between like 1 bar and 3 bars. It wouldn't go like a full So I don't know what was up with that because I have it plugged directly into the router.
Yes, so that's it's a very good idea though to get hours. I think so. If anyone wants good ideas, how to get hours on your YouTube, donate some money to Super Us, and he can give you tutorials on good ideas.
Hit the
for
button
hours.
that says present and then share screen and lay down.
Yeah. All right, mate. Well, I might wrap it up. Well, I guess we'll be here next week as well. So this show will be on my channel for the next, or maybe just in the next one, yeah. And then after that, we'll head back over.
Well,
to
if you want, we can start alternating it, man. Go week by week. That way, you get hours from it too.
Yeah, well, I don't think I need the hours as much as you after probably this. So we'll keep it rolling on you. I mean, that's the whole point we started this because we were trying to get your hours up, and then you decided to just stop making content altogether, so, which didn't help. But yeah, no, that's all good. Well, you can still add this to your playlist.
Yeah, I will. I'll add it to the playlist to keep it updated.
Yeah. So anyway, you got anything coming up though? Any other things you're gonna release?
Well, I'm gonna keep doing the gameplay streams. And once I get I don't know if I'll do it on the 24th, but when I get my hours back, I'm gonna start the going through my comic collection again and doing those live.
Cool. And if anyone doesn't know, Old Wolf 65 here this weekend is doing a 24-hour stream. Did you watch our weekly haul video, Old Wolf?
Not
because had some news. I don't think my Christmas party is this weekend, so I'm pretty certain I will be there for the 24-hour stream. So you're gonna be there, Russ? 24 hours, baby.
My brother's birthday is on the 14th, so I'll miss most of that day, but I should be on anytime after 5 o'clock that afternoon.
Goes to 24 hours, mate. You have plenty of time. So that's it. I've got a video coming out tomorrow. I got an AOK from this man here with all the bad jokes. He sent me. Look at the size of this box, mate. This showed up at my door the other day. I was like, holy crap, who's that from? So yeah, that video I should drop tomorrow. And Jamie, if you're still watching, I used an interesting photo of you on the thumbnail. I might want to get you to okay that before I actually use that thumbnail. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys. We appreciate you guys for hanging out. And yeah, next week we'll be back on same simple time and same simple channel as this week. Anyway, I'm rambling. Bye. Stay tuned for Russ's feet video.